Good afternoon. I'm Geoff Hebb. On TSN tonight, we are featuring the life of Bobby Orr. Bobby Orr was a professional athlete in the National Hockey League for the Boston Bruins and the Chicago Blackhawks. He was born and raised in Parry Sound, Ontario, where he learned most of his skills playing hockey on the lake in the cold winters. Bobby Orr won 2 Stanley Cups for the Boston Bruins and 8 Defenseman of the Year awards known as the James Norris Memorial Trophy. I have with me now a copy of Bobby Orr's book, My Story. He published this book in 2013, where he describes his life and how he became the hockey legend he is today. Now I'm going to turn things over to Tjeerd Schep, who is alongside Bobby Orr at the local arena of Parry Sound.
Thanks, Geoff. I'm here with one of the greatest hockey players to ever play the game of hockey. How are you doing, Bobby?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good. Can I ask you some interview questions?
For sure.
Alright, how was your childhood like?
Oh, it was great. I grew up with a family of 7. My father, Doug, and my mother, Arva, and we grew up near a pond in Parry Sound, and it was a great time.
Nice. Who were your biggest supporters that helped you throughout your hockey career?
My greatest supporters were definitely my father, Doug, and my many coaches who coached me and my teammates, and especially Tjeerd, who was one of my coaches for Boston, and he's one of my bestest friends as well.
What were your biggest accomplishments throughout your hockey career that you have earned?
Well, I don't really like to brag or anything because I'm just a normal guy. I don't like to cause too much attention to myself. But I have 2 Stanley Cup rings. I have a couple Norris trophies, and many others as well.
What went through your mind when you scored that winning goal and flew through the air?
Oh, there was many emotions. I couldn't help but think of my parents at the moment, and my many supporters and coaches that really helped me get to where I wanted to be and where I am. And I just felt overwhelmed, and it was a great moment. During the goal, I pinched it on the blue line and gave it to my teammate near the net, and then
Bobby Orr behind the net to Sanderson. Orr! Bobby Orr scores, and the Boston Bruins have won the Stanley Cup.
How did you feel when you couldn't play anymore because of the knee?
I was very devastated. You don't like to be able to play and let your teammates down because you're not in the action, playing hockey yourself. But it was a time that I had to endure, and it was very hard.
Why didn't you get surgery on your knee earlier?
I was very stubborn as a child growing up. I always just wanted to keep playing and stay on the ice as long as I could. I had many pains in my knees, and I just thought it was just growing pains, but it resulted in much more than that. And ultimately, I had to get many surgeries to fix my knees, which was tough, and ended up ending my career pretty early at the age of 31.
Well, thank you very much, Bobby Orr. I appreciate your time. And Tjeerd Schep, TSN, Parry Sound. Can I take a selfie with you?
Oh, for sure.
Thanks, Tjeerd. As we all know, Bobby Orr was and still is an inspiration to many hockey players in today's generation. Bobby Orr is a hockey legend who will never be forgotten. This is TSN News signing off. I am Geoff Hebb. Have a good night.